Las Vegas, 2012. My post-passionate sex with Hunter Bliss lasted about an hour into my drive home to Vegas for winter break. Then the anxiety kicked in. Should I have waited? It was worth it. I blew it. There's no way he could walk away after sex that mind-blowing. Of course he could. He was a guy. It was worth it. What was I thinking? This went on and on and on for 4 hours. By the time I crossed the city line, I was sick to my stomach with regret. I pulled onto the driveway of Mom's new rental house in Red Rock. It was nice enough, a gated development, a pool, and my own room, but it was void of any memories. Memories like spending New Year's Eve as a family in the framing of our house while it was being built when I was 9. Dad brought a picnic, Martinelli's, and champagne glasses. We sipped bubbles and ate KFC to celebrate. Dad told us to visualize our new, beautiful life in our home, which he was so proud of. Never in a million years would I have thought one of those memories would be him dying in that home and Mom being forced to short sell it. Mom was doing her best at trying to hide it, but with the breadwinner gone, it was clear things had shifted financially. I was used to having floors between my mom and me. In our new one-story, it was impossible to escape each other. I heard her cooking, I heard her watching TV, I heard her on the phone. I felt like a mouse in a shoebox that was used to the zoo. My mind reeled thinking about Hunter, but I didn't dare mention it to my mom. Although unintentional, she had the uncanny ability to say the least helpful thing and exactly what I did not want to hear. Maybe that was just all moms. Suffering in silence was less risky. I stared at my phone. Should I text him? Of course I shouldn't. I threw my phone across the room and yelled into my pillow. I sat barefoot in my tiny new sink with my face inches from the bathroom mirror. I'd lost track of how long I'd been there. I wiped the blood from my face onto my leg. I tilted up my chin and found a pimple I'd somehow missed. I placed a knuckle on either side and applied pressure. Hard. White pus oozed out. So satisfying. I moved my face away from the mirror, assessing the damage I'd done. There were red spots from my nails all over my face. Shame washed over me. Why was I so obsessed with ripping my face apart and popping pimples? I would give anything for clear skin. But here I was, basking in the complete opposite. I flipped over my phone. No messages. The picking had gotten much worse since Hunter entered the scene. At least these small bumps on my face were problems I could fix. Days passed and Christmas came. Still no word from Hunter. Surely saying Merry Christmas was safe to text. I typed, Merry Christmas, snowman emoji, before I could talk myself out of it. I was addicted and I just needed one small hit of his attention. His name popping up on my screen to remind me that I wasn't crazy. A connection did exist there. I knew it did. I just had to remind myself. I threw my phone on the sofa so I wouldn't stare at it, waiting for those typing bubbles to appear. My mom and brother continued opening gifts. My brother got a new pair of Beats by Dre headphones, and my mom opened the golden bracelet I had made for her. The engraving said, "Never forget how much your daughter loves you." Giving thoughtful gifts was another one of my love languages. "Oh, Spencer, you're so sweet. I love it," Mom said, putting it on. "Love you, Mom," I smiled. My phone pinged in the couch. I scrambled up. "Hey, I said no phones during gifts," Mom said, trying to hold the line as I moved like my life depended on it. It did. "Sorry, it's an emergency." I wasn't lying. I grabbed my phone, and there it was. That name. Hunter. My heart tugged with want. I opened his text. "Merry Christmas, Stone. I hope you're keeping yourself out of trouble in Vegas. Save your trouble for me when we get back to San Diego. See you soon, neighbor. Wink emoji." I smiled from ear to ear. That was the only Christmas gift that I needed.